Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am your host, the connoisseur of nothing, expert of none, opinionated on most. And today, I got a new reveal. This has been my first procurement of the new year. And what I picked up is this is the TP9 SFX CANIK Signature Series Whiteout Edition. This is number 4131 of 7500. Let me go ahead and grab the holster that fell out. Comes with a little holster. Boom. Here goes the case here. Comes like this. This gray and blue foam. Looks very nice. Very aesthetically pleasing. Comes with that holster. The lock that everybody certainly uses. Comes with a magazine in it, a flush fit, as well as this extended one. Not everything's in here because I have been using it. One of the other things that it, and oddly enough came broken, was one of these little mag loaders that nobody uses. Maybe I'll make a gripe about it and have them send me another one just for collectors purposes. But yeah, for some reason that came broken. Like the whole top of it was like crushed up in little bits and some other little small pieces. Other than that, if you flip the foam back here, flip the foam mat down, get your paperwork, cleaning brush, cleaning rod, and another back strap, and it comes with 4 mounting plates on 4 different optics, which I may do. I have a couple optics that I can use. I think one is a very small, what is that, the Holosun 507K, I think. And I have another Holosun, I think it's a 407 that I have on my Strabog now. That's you can also use that as a pistol sight. So I may put one of those on there, or I may keep it as is. Now, I've had this gun for a little bit now. I've had it for 2-3 weeks. First thing that I noticed, that you will notice if you see it in person, doesn't necessarily translate to on camera, but it's not actually white. It's gray. It's a light gray, but it's not white. And that was one of the things that I was like, oh, when I picked it up from my FFL, I was like, oh, well, did I get a dud or something like that? But I walked down the counter as I was waiting for my paperwork to get processed. I seen they had one there too, and it was also gray. And I'm looking at some stuff online. It's not. People were saying the same thing. It's not actually white. It's more of a light gray, which I do wish it was more white, but I still like the look of it. It still looks very nice, very appealing, aesthetically. As of now, I have maybe about 300, 400 rounds through it. I'm about to go shoot some more because I have been having some issues with it. I didn't want to just go ahead and do a first impressions when I picked it up, even though I was very excited about picking it up, especially being that it was my first gun purchase since August. Yeah. So I think my Z-Pop 92 was the last gun I bought. So yeah, I think this was my first gun purchase since like August. So I was very excited, but I didn't want to do a first impressions. I wouldn't really have much to talk about other than that it looks white, which is what anybody would be talking about. So I put a couple hundred rounds through it, and I have been noticing some feeding issues. It would get hung up on the after you fire and it slides back. It would get hung up sometimes going forward, and it wouldn't go all the way forward. And if I wasn't paying attention to it, I would go ahead and release on the trigger so that it resets, and then I go to pull the trigger again, click, nothing. I look at the gun, it's recessed back a little bit. So I have to tap it forward, reset it again, and then it will fire. So I don't know if that was quite an issue with just the particular ammo I was using, because I was using some ammo that I'll show, because I'm going to record once I actually get to the range, and I'll show you guys what I was shooting versus what I have now to go ahead and shoot. Sorry about that, I had to turn radio down. So I'm going to see if ammo makes a difference. If I'm still having an issue with the gun, I've also cleaned it. I've lubed it. So here's the hope that I don't have any more issues. So I will see you guys in a second. All right, what's going on, everybody? Update. So just got back from the range. Sorry that I couldn't show you. 2 reasons. 1, I forgot to grab my tripod when I was leaving out. And 2, the range was like very busy today. So you wouldn't really be able to hear me talk. And I didn't want to have other people on camera without their consent. So, boom. Good news. So I ran some more of the 124 that was giving me an issue. And also ran some of the 115 that I had just got yesterday. And no issues. So looks like cleaning and lubing it up did go ahead and resolve the issues, at least from what I've seen. I only shot 150 rounds today, but no issues. And this was the first time I had no issues taking it. Well, I guess I didn't shoot a whole 150 because I was shooting both the TP9SF X Whiteout, and I was also shooting my TP9SF Elite, which has been one of my carry guns for about 2 years now. And one of the things well, 2 things I noticed. Main thing I noticed was when racking the slide, the TP9SF Elite was way smoother than the Signature series, than the Whiteout. So I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with the white Cerakote that they put on the slide and onto the frame. They may not be interfering right now that well, and that extra friction is just slowing it down a bit, which was causing the hangups I was having before. That's what would make sense, because the TP9SF Elite is buttery smooth, and in comparison, it's a little gritty on the Whiteout. So I'm gonna keep shooting, see if that goes away, see if that fixes it. The other thing I noticed, which I do have a Talon grip on my SF Elite, so the TP9 Whiteout has better texturing. Texturing's more aggressive, whereas on the Elite, it's almost non-existent. It's damn near smooth is what it feels like in hand. Now it does have the little diamond patterns and stuff, texturing on the grip, but it doesn't work very well. So whenever I first got it, I noticed that I had went ahead and got some Talon grips to go ahead and put onto the grip itself. The Whiteout doesn't need the Talon grips. It feels good and aggressive enough that it's not going to be moving around in your hands without them. So it doesn't need them. But it feels significantly thinner than the Elite, which is a little strange because it does hold 18. It is a bigger frame, but it's a little thinner. So I think I'm gonna also try the other what is it called? The other backstrap. I think I'm gonna try putting the other backstrap in, because I think that one's a little bigger, and see if it feels better in hand. Because shooting them side by side, the Elite feels way better. Triggers are comparable. The Whiteout feels like it needs just a little bit more poundage, but it feels also slightly crisper than the Elite does. But the poundage may go down as I continue to shoot it, because I have many rounds through the Elite, whereas on the Whiteout I don't have quite as many rounds. So yeah, update, all seems good. Seems like it just needed some lubricant, and shooting fine now. I'll continue to update you guys on what's going on with that, as well as some of the other modifications I've been making on some other firearms, and I'm also looking at possibly getting some more. So I will be uploading some more videos in the near future. Won't be quite a hiatus as it's been here. But thank y'all for watching. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and we are out. Peace.